Have you ever been enjoying your favorite Roblox game, typed a completely innocent word into the chat, and then without warning been slapped with a suspension? You're not alone. Roblox's moderation system is a complex and often confusing web of automated bots, and navigating it can feel like walking through a minefield blindfolded. Words that seem perfectly normal in everyday conversation can trigger instant penalties, leaving players bewildered and frustrated. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on this mysterious system. We're going to expose the most surprising, bizarre, and downright illogical words that can get you banned on Roblox so you can protect your account and keep on playing. Let's begin with a word you'd associate with a relaxing summer vacation: beach. That's right, simply talking about this sandy shore can get your account penalized. The reason is that Roblox's moderation bot often interprets the word beach as a clever bypass for a well-known female-directed slur. Players have shared countless stories of this absurdity in action. One user recalled an instance where the moderation AI flagged their message, assuming they were trying to trade using a bypass word. Another frustrated commenter declared that beach has to be the most idiotic trigger word of all time, noting that they had never once seen anyone legitimately use it as a bypass. The consequences are real. Mentioning something as simple as the big wave beach in a game has led to harassment bans, many of which are upheld even after players appeal. It seems that even harmless geography discussions are not safe from the unblinking eye of the moderation bot. Any message containing words like beach can be automatically removed or penalized, no matter how innocent your intent is. Next up, a word so common it's almost background noise in our vocabulary: stupid. Uttering this word in the Roblox chat can lead to an automatic punishment, sometimes delivered in less than 10 seconds. And the penalty isn't just a warning, it can be a full 3-day ban. The mere mention of the word is enough to trigger this severe response, which many players find absolutely insane. The system treats even mild insult terms like this as severe harassment, completely ignoring the context of the conversation. Whether you're jokingly calling an NPC stupid or expressing frustration at a difficult game mechanic, the bot sees only a violation, proving that nuance is not its strong suit. Now let's talk about a word that requires extreme caution: fat. Any words relating to weight are among the fastest and most severe instant ban triggers on the entire platform. Roblox will automatically flag you if you say fat, with absolutely no regard for the context. Your best strategy is to avoid this word at all costs. The filter is so aggressive that users have shared humorous but frustrating stories of being banned in restaurant roleplay games. Imagine being kicked from a game after innocently telling the virtual chef to remove the fat from a steak. This is because all body-related descriptors, even ones that seem completely harmless, are often categorized as bullying content by Roblox's overzealous system. Prepare to be confused, because this next one is a head-scratcher. The word is pen. Yes, pen, as in the simple writing tool you use to take notes. For reasons that remain a mystery to the community, this common noun frequently appears on trigger lists. It seems entirely arbitrary, but it has gotten numerous users their chat privileges suspended for no discernible reason beyond typing the 4-letter word. This highlights a strange quirk in the platform's moderation. Some words with absolutely zero negative connotations can still be blocked due to unexplained internal filter rules that nobody outside of Roblox truly understands. In a similar vein of baffling bans, we have the word birch. It's another everyday noun that bizarrely appears on the list of bannable words. Players have reported being flagged merely for typing birch in chat. Can you imagine designing a house in a building game, mentioning you're using birch wood, and suddenly receiving a moderation warning? It's a perfect example of how even nature-themed words are not safe. If a word finds its way onto Roblox's internal trigger list, it can set off the filters regardless of how it's used. From the forest, we head to the fridge, where another seemingly innocent word lurks: milk. This common beverage has somehow transformed into a ban-worthy term. References to milk are frequently flagged, and is a phenomenon often attributed to its use in certain memes or as a form of ambiguous online harassment unrelated to the drink itself. One perplexed player shared that they received a violation warning simply for saying, "Your milk is good." This goes to show that mimetic or entirely neutral words can become casualties in the war on inappropriate content, leading to unjust bans for unsuspecting players just trying to chat. Continuing with the theme of the absurd, let's talk about toes. Discussing avatar body parts, even something as mundane as toes, often triggers bans. While the word itself is common and benign, it falls into a sensitive category for the moderation system. The bots appear to be programmed to treat discussions about body parts with heavy suspicion, likely to prevent inappropriate conversations. Unfortunately, this means that even harmless words describing a part of the body might be filtered or get you in trouble, leaving you to wonder what you did wrong. This next word has become a staple of modern internet slang, and Roblox treats it with absolute zero tolerance: fatherless. The system views this word as inherently insulting and a form of bullying, even when it's not directed at any specific person. Simply typing the word can be enough to trigger moderation action. The lesson here is to avoid using any terms that could even remotely imply a personal insult. Even abstract descriptors that have gained negative connotations online are on the moderation team's radar. Acronyms can also be a minefield. Take MTF, for example. In many gaming contexts, particularly within the SCP community, this acronym stands for Mobile Task Force. It's a completely legitimate and widely understood term. However, Roblox's system often flags it, misinterpreting it as a shorthand for a vulgar phrase involving someone's mother. This lack of contextual understanding leads to unfair bans for players who are simply using common gaming jargon. Similarly, the acronym for Bitcoin, BTC, has caused widespread issues. When used to refer to the cryptocurrency, the filter often flags it as a bypass for the B word, sending many unsuspecting users into suspension. This serves as a stark warning to avoid any abbreviations that could even vaguely resemble profanity, even if they're related to finance or gaming. Words related to identity are another area where players must tread carefully. The word gay, for instance, typically triggers hate speech filters, regardless of whether it's used in a positive or neutral context. Discussing identity groups, even in a supportive way, can be misclassified by the automated system if it's not handled with extreme neutrality. In general public chat, it's often safer to avoid these topics altogether to prevent an accidental flagging. The same goes for the word furry. Even if a player is simply referencing the fandom, community, or aesthetic, the word is frequently flagged under the assumption of sexual context or inappropriate content. This shows how fashion or fandom-related terms can be filtered if the system preemptively considers them to be adult-themed. Do you enjoy 70s music? You might want to keep it to yourself on Roblox. The word disco is on the moderation list, but not because the platform has anything against the music genre. It gets flagged because of its similarity to the word Discord, the communication platform that Roblox blocks to prevent users from moving conversations off-site. This has led to bans for players who were just trying to talk about music or dancing, making disco a prime example of collateral damage in the platform's efforts to control its ecosystem. Animal names can also be surprisingly risky, and the word monkey has been reported as a trigger for bans even in contexts like describing a pet or an avatar accessory. The problem is that the term has a history of being used as a derogatory racial slur. Because of this, Roblox's filter treats the word with extreme sensitivity, often defaulting to the worst-case scenario and flagging it as potential hate speech, regardless of the user's actual intent. This is a case where the system prioritizes safety over context, resulting in frustrating outcomes for innocent players. Finally, it's not just specific nouns or adjectives that will get you into trouble. Even a wide range of casual internet slang and memes are often flagged. Players have reported receiving chat suspensions for using terms as simple as Snapchat, Netflix, bruh, and idiot. These are frequently categorized as harassment, spam, or attempts to direct users to other platforms. Even the most common pop culture slang and casual internet terms can trigger a moderation action, proving that on Roblox it pays to be thoughtful and cautious with every single word you type.